Taekwondo. Taekwondo was developed in Korea. It is a sport in which fast and powerful kicks are used. Taekwondo matches are held with protective vests and helmets because the kicks from your opponent can be deadly. A good Taekwondo practitioner delivers such powerful kicks that it feels as if you're being kicked by a horse. These powerful kicks are divided into five types. 1. Front kick. Move into a guard stance, pull your knee upward, and kick your opponent's body with your foot. 2. Roundhouse kick. Lift your knee to the side and strike your opponent's body or head by drawing a circular motion with your foot. 3. Side kick. Pull your knee to your chest and thrust your foot strongly to the side. The purpose of this kick is to push the opponent away. 4. Back kick. Without looking behind you, pull your knee back and strike backward with your heel. This kick is considered the most unexpected and shocking one. 5. Axe kick. Raise your leg upward and bring your foot down forcefully. The purpose of this kick is to press the opponent from above and strike their head. In Taekwondo, not only kicks but also punches are used. These punches are divided into three types: straight punch, body punch, and face punch. Muay Thai. Muay Thai is a sport of Thai origin and today it is considered one of the most effective and taught martial arts in the world. In this sport, punches, kicks, knees, and elbows are used, and it is mostly known for its deadly knee strikes. A Muay Thai practitioner is so agile that they could kill you with a single knee strike. But it doesn't end there. Fighters can also grab you and throw you to the ground. If they do, it feels as if you've fallen from the Burj Khalifa skyscraper. That's why it's the best to stay on good terms with people who practice Muay Thai. Fighters undergo extremely heavy and tough training, and their bodies become highly resilient both in delivering and receiving blows. During a Muay Thai match, wearing gloves and mouth guard is mandatory. A match consists of 5 rounds of 3 minutes each. The winner is determined by knockout or referee decision. Wrestling. Wrestling is a combat sport in which two people try to defeat each other by using strength and technique within certain rules. The main goal of wrestling is to pin the opponents back to the ground. A wrestler is very strong, almost like a grizzly bear. In wrestling, there are certain tactics such as breaking the opponent's balance, lifting the opponent, and turning the opponent. If you do this, you will become a good wrestler. So much so that even a wild bear would run away in fear when it sees you. Wrestling is divided into three types. Freestyle wrestling. The whole body of the opponent can be used. Greco-Roman wrestling. Only the upper body of the opponent can be used, and attacking the lower body is forbidden. Oil wrestling. A traditional Turkish style of wrestling practiced by Turks. Oil wrestling matches are held in public, in front of spectators. Wrestlers rub olive oil on their bodies, then wear leather trousers and try to pin the opponents back to the ground. The winner earns the title of chief wrestler and becomes the champion. Karate. Karate is a martial art that originated in Japan and spread all over the world. It is a fighting style that uses punches and kicks. Before a match, fighters always warm up and stretch, because speed and flexibility are very important. During the fight, opponents bow to each other. This is called rei. Fighters wear a white uniform and a belt. The colors of the belts indicate the fighter's level. For example, the white belt is for beginners, while the black belt is for the highest level fighters, meaning black belt holders are considered unbeatable. Colored belts are for intermediate levels and learners. These colored belts are also ranked among themselves: yellow, orange, green, blue, and brown. In short, the darker the color, the higher the level. A karate competition is divided into three parts. Kihon, practicing the basic stances of karate. Kata, Imaginary training performed without an opponent. Kumite. Actual sparring with an opponent. During a karate match, it is forbidden to strike below the waist except for the size of the body. Boxing. It is a sport where two athletes strike each other with punches using gloves on their hands. In a boxing match, wearing boxing gloves, a mouth guard, shorts, and for amateurs, a protective headgear is mandatory. In boxing, hitting below the belt, striking the back of the head, using elbows, headbutts, or knees is forbidden. In addition, pushing the opponent or holding onto them is also not allowed. In short, you must be aggressive and fierce, like a bull that sees the color red. Your punches must be deadly and merciless. In boxing, not only offense but also defense is important. You can protect your face with your gloves or step back to create distance from your opponent. If your opponent falls to the ground and cannot get up within 10 seconds, you win the match by knocking them out. Fencing. It is a sport in which two athletes wearing special protective clothing and masks attempt to touch each other with their swords. In short, the goal is to touch the opponent's target area with your sword. The match begins with the referee's command to start, and the athletes move forward and backward on the piste, trying to strike at the right moment. If your opponent's sword touches you, you lose. The competition is held on a piste that is 40 meters long and 2 meters wide. In this sport, strategy, speed, and timing are extremely important. In addition, you must have lightning fast reflexes, just like a cat. Sumo. In sumo, two wrestlers use their strength to try to push each other out of the ring. In short, the opponents attempt to throw each other out. The wrestler who steps out of the ring or touches the ground with any part of their body loses the match. Wrestlers wear only a thick belt called mawashi. In sumo, pulling hair, punching, or attacking the eyes is forbidden. Aikido. The purpose of this sport is not to attack the opponent, but to protect oneself. In short, Aikido aims to reduce the opponent's energy and control them. It is generally considered the most calm and peaceful fighting method. An Aikido practitioner is so calm and respectful that you might even fall in love with their good manners. You may even want to hug them, but still don't get too close. After all, even though it is a peaceful martial art, it is still a form of combat. In Aikido, practitioners wear a white uniform and white black trousers. The basic movements involve learning to fall safely and stepping or turning to evade the opponent's attack. One of the most effective methods is disabling the opponent by twisting their arm. Judo. Judo is a defensive sport developed in Japan by Jigoro Kano. The aim of judo is to bring the opponent's back to the ground. In short, to throw them on their back. Simply putting your opponent flat on their back is enough to win. To achieve this, you can use a variety of techniques. You may trip them, lift them onto yourself, or use the side of your hip. You must also be quick, not only while standing, but you should also immobilize the opponent on the ground and make them submit. These are the essentials for good judo. Kung Fu. Kung Fu is a Chinese martial art. The purpose of Kung Fu is to develop the body and, more importantly, the spirit. Meditation and breathing exercises are very important. Although it is often seen as a calm practice, it is actually quite tough. Every kind of fighting method is used. It includes punches, palm strikes, kicks, knees, and elbows. Sometimes weapon techniques are also practiced. For example, training with traditional weapons such as the staff, sword, or spear. In short, a Kung Fu practitioner knows every kind of fighting method, almost like a machine. That's why you should never get into a fight with someone who knows Kung Fu.